Hello YouTubers, Helmet Head here, and for another chat as we do. I recently got asked a question via our Instagram account called Helmet Head Talks, and that question came from a lady I believe called Charlotte. She asked me basically, she's looking at passing a test, and what's my advice on doing your test. So I'm probably a bit out of date here, because obviously I passed my test before all these new things like Mod 1 and Mod 2, but I've had a few friends go through the Mod 1 and Mod 2, and they've done it in different ways. Some of them have taken lessons over time, and some of them have just paid direct out for a direct course and jumped straight onto a big bike. So my advice would be, on my own personal experience, and I think this is quite important for sort of gaining skills, and I think it's a lot cheaper in the long run, because I'll tell you what, let me explain the reason why. So, this is what I'd do. If I was looking at starting riding today, I would go and do my CBT, that these days is around the £100 mark, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less when you shop around. What a CBT gives you, it gives you a basically like a provisional licence riding a bike, and it means that you can ride, depending on your age, a 50cc motorcycle up to a 125 with L plates on. You are restricted, you can't use motorways, but you can use all of your normal A roads, and you can get everywhere on them. And I did it when I was a kid. I rode all the way to Wales back on the A5 on a RS125 on my 17th birthday, and had a fantastic laugh. So that's what I'd personally do to start off with. I'd go and get your CBT. Now the other side, the advantage of doing it this way as well is your insurance. If you just jump on a big bike, you're going to be paying a lot of insurance. Imagine just passing your car test and jumping on into, you know, a fancy posh sports car. Your insurance is going to be through the roof, and it's exactly the same thing when it comes down to bikes. So by doing this, you're going to get a lot less insurance, plus you're going to get a year's worth of experience. So the experience is also key, because when you're starting on a smaller bike, they're lighter, they're easier to handle. And you get your confidence built up, and like I said, you can go all over the place. And then after year one, what I'd do is I'd get your theory test towards the end of year one, I should say, your theory test and your hazard perception test out the way and done. So when you do hit year two, you've got an entire year then to go and have some lessons at your in your own time, kind of thing, on your weekends or your days off in the week, and go and do your test, and obviously go and do your Mod 1, and then you can still practice this the entire time on your 125. So you go and have a lesson, pick up a few skills, go and practice them, go and have another lesson, do the rest of the skills, and surprisingly most people seem to pass within 4 to 6 lessons, at least start their Mod 1 in that time. So that's an eye-opener really, because you can get lessons still at reasonable prices, and lots of places offer especially sort of spring deals, or sort of becoming in the end of summer deals. So it's a good place to go and do it. Now another friend of mine obviously has gone straight out and done his Mod 1, his CBT Mod 1 and Mod 2 all within 5 days. Fantastic, he passed his test, way! Goes and buys a bike, rides around in it for 6 months, decides he doesn't like it and sells it. He obviously still likes bikes, but he's just not into riding them. So, I mean, he spent a lot of money there, but then I've had another friend that's done that I currently ride with quite a lot, and he really enjoyed it. He did find jumping on a big bike quite a learning curve, but he's sensible, and that's what's important. When you get onto the bigger bikes, be sensible. Almost learn the ride. It's like learning to drive, you learn the ride, get comfortable. When you do it without thinking is that's a nice place to be, but I'd never ever rush around. But anyway, so the one big tip for your CBT as well, get the theory book. You can buy from, you know, a lot of places, especially online, pretty cheap, and flip through the theory book. You know, learn the key skills of driving if you've never been on the road. It'll really help you with your CBT, because you will be asked questions, basic road questions and basic theory book questions during your CBT time. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend. CBT first, have a year, get your theory test out of the way during that time. Year 2, pass your Mod 1, pass your Mod 2, you've got a full licence, you've got 1 year's no claim underneath your belt, you've got some experience, and you're stepping up bit by bit, and you'll find yourself to be a lot better and experienced rider. And don't let anybody tell you whatsoever, from a 50cc up to a 1000cc, it's not a proper bike. You need to have this. You ride what you like and what you're comfortable with, because they're a motorbike. Motorbike's motorbike. Anybody that says otherwise, in my opinion, isn't a real biker. They just think that they are because I've got a proper bike, but that's a load of, a load of poo. Anyway, that's Helmet Head. I hope you enjoyed that. If you do us a big favour and thumbs up and subscribe as you do, let's grow together, and I'll keep producing these videos for you. Thank you very much, and goodbye.